What's going on, VV gang? Welcome back to the channel, All Things Strange. It's your man, Dr. Strange. And it looks like we are back in action. So, I'm asking, are we stacking or slacking on? Looks like we are getting amazing Spider-Man 17. So, we've been getting a slew of Fantastic Four comics in a row. Looks like we're going to break it up a little bit with some amazing Spider-Man. So, you know how we do it, man. We got to get into this drop, get some details on it. Check out the covers, of course. Probably take a trip on over to Key Collector, see what these cover variants are looking like in real life. See if we had like 20 of them or just the ones that we got. And figure out we're gonna stack a slack on it, man. So we're here on Vive's blog site, blog.vv.me. If you are new to Vive, you can scan my QR code right there on the screen, or you can go down in the description, click my link, and get started today with a free 10 gems, man. And you could use that to go for this drop, by the way. But let's dig into this drop a little bit, man. Let's dig into it a little something. So, let's see. All right. So it looks like it says this drop features cover variant art by Alex Ross. He did the common, uncommon. Tess Fowler did the rare, and RB Silva did the ultra rare and secret rare. So we definitely gotta check out those covers in a second. But first, we gotta, get some background details on ASM 17. It says the first, and this dropped in 2015, by the way. So it says the first appearance of Francine Fry as Electro. Before Dead No More, the Prowler and our readers meet the new Electro. Who is this woman, and what does she have to do with the man in red? So I'm definitely a little intrigued myself, man. So I wanna know more about Francine and some of her powers and stuff. But let's get back into the drop real quick. So we have a drop date, September 2nd, 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. Start year was 2015, so you are going to want to look out for that mint number, of course. Getting 5 cover variants, and the list price is $6.99 with 3,000 total editions, and the first available edition for public sale is number 163. Pretty standard stuff. You guys know the breakdown by now, so that's 1,200 commons, 780 uncommons, 600 rares, 300 ultra rares, and 120 secret rares, and 342 editions across all 5 rarities are going to be withheld by Veve. And of course, we have to always keep in mind this is in store for 30 days only. After that, the remaining supply will be burned. So that's something we always have to keep in mind with these comics that we have coming on the app. So yeah, man, let's dive into the covers. Let's see what's going on. I am a fan of Alex Ross big time. I knew there was something going on. I haven't looked at all the covers yet. I kind of wanted to do that with you guys in real time, but at a quick glance of the common, I did notice something special. If you really look here, it has that painted effect, and Alex Ross is just a beast with that, man. I am Alex Ross, man, and this is definitely hitting the mark, man. She got Prowler laid out right here on the cover, so I got no problems with this. I actually like this. The more that I really I saw this just at a glance from the drop page, but now that I'm really looking at it, this is like, man, his artwork is amazing. I have to give him his props, man. So I'm all in on this common, yo. I really like the way they made her look. Like, it's very interesting, like storyline wise. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I do know some of you guys would like to know because you may not read this. I've heard that from a couple of people, so I'll try to, we'll dig into a little bit of background on Francine. But for now, let's scroll on down to the uncommon here. Ooh, I like this, man. So Electro or Electra, we'll get into that later, is definitely popping on this cover right here, yo. This is a banger. Definitely like this. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about the uncommon below. But yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Let's see what's going on here with our Veve. Well, I can't say these are Veve exclusive covers. These are actual variants, right? So this is the first variant. This is our rare. This is by Tess Fowler. Very interesting cover going on over here. This is giving me a lot of like Wakanda vibes. I don't know what's going on, but I'm really digging this cover. Really like this. I mean, it's very basic, you know what I mean? But gives me like almost like a Virgin cover vibes, just because there's no text at the top and stuff. You know, they just got the header at the bottom. Just gives it that clean poster look. You know what I mean? Like I could definitely see throwing this in my Veve verse. Maybe slide it in a way or position it in a way to where you don't even see the bottom, and it would just come off like a poster. You know what I mean? Like dope art, man. So there's our not exclusive. There's our rare variant by Tess Fowler. So let's get into our ultra rare. And yeah, man, we got some Spidey back in the house. He's on the cover. This is giving me like like secret rare vibes a little bit, except for like the header, you know, Before Dead No More. But if it just was like this right here, this would definitely give me secret rare vibes, man. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Check out some details. Okay, Spidey suit got a little bit of sheen and shine on it. All right, I love the web going on over here. Yeah, this is a dope cover, man. This is a dope ultra rare. Can't front on that, man. So clean work by RB Silva. And now let's scroll on down and check out our coveted secret rare here. This is sick. This is by RB Silva. So we got Electro. Okay, looks like we got Rhino. I'm not sure who the other guy is. Interesting cover, man. And I guess this is a panel pull, right? So there it is, man. There's your secret rare right there. I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure out which one of these is my favorite. This is kind of tough, man. Common, man. I don't know. Alex Ross and that like paint type of vibe he does is just crazy to me, man. I love it. Like he could do no wrong. I mean, I like this as well, and then I like this as well. I would say I'm not too high on the secret rare, honestly, but you know, panel pull is what it is. I guess we're gonna hop on over to Key Collector and check out the variants in a minute and see if you know how this is looking. You know, what kind of exclusive this is, or what's the background on it. So there we have all of our covers, man. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments which one of these 5 cover rarities is your favorite, man. And you're gonna want to do that so that I could enter you into the Veve supported giveaway going on right now on the channel. And yo, shout out to Veve Official for doing that. Appreciate you. But try to give y'all a round of applause. But let's hop on over to my last video. This was for Fantastic Four 272. All right, and everybody that left a comment has been entered to win. So good luck, everybody. And we'll go up here and grab this URL. All right, and then we're gonna go to the YouTube random comment picker, put our URL in here. We're gonna fetch a winner, guys. Good luck, good luck. Appreciate all you guys coming through the channel, leaving the comments, showing love, man. Appreciate you all, man. Let's pick a winner. Who is it? Ooh, it's the fan, Walrus King. Okay, let me see what he says. Unfashionable, uncommon for me. Sometimes the contrast and shades pop, and this one highlighting the Fantastic Four with She-Hulk looks sick, with the mechanical station in the forefront. Right. I totally agree. So if you guys don't remember, bring it back over here. He's talking about this comic right here, Fantastic Four 272, which dropped on Veve last week, man. And this did not sell out, so it is still available. But you do got to keep in mind, in stores for 30 days only. You know, and that's something we got to keep in mind for this drop as well, because you know, the more disinterested people may be, and the least amount of people that go for the drop could equate to a really scarce book. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may not be the most desired or popular book. So we just got to see how it all shakes out, man. We got to see. So, yeah, congrats to the fam. Walrus King, 1976. Be sure to message my collectibles on Twitter X with your Veve username so he can get you squared away, man. Congrats again. So let's hop on over to Key Collector Comics real quick and see what's going on with ASM 17. We can see right here this is considered a key, and the key facts is this is the first appearance of Francine Fry as Electro. We got 4 cover variants, which would make sense with what we got. We got a low of 1, a mid of 3, and a high of 12. Not bad for a common modern book in 2016. That's not bad. It's kind of interesting. And again, this is 2015, whereas I think the article, let me just recheck. I think our article said 2015, right? So this is why I always like to just back things up with either Key Collector or Go Collect, just to be sure. I'm not sure exactly why they go with 2015 on this here, but in any event, we can confirm this is August 2016. So you got what, 8 1/6, of course, the 616. You got a couple of things you could do here. So the artist, Alex Ross, writer Dan Slott. And yeah, okay, so this is the same header we have here, or details we have here. So one thing I wanted to do though, real quick, I don't want to bore you guys to death with it, but some of you did say, I was in a space earlier with Osman. Shout out to Osman Collects, getting it in every Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitter X Spaces with your boy. So yeah, that's the Osman Show. So we chop it up about a little bit about everything, and yeah, people were kind of intrigued by Francine Fry. So I said, yeah, I'm going to do this episode for you guys, man. We're going to get some background info on her as well. So this is Francine Fry from Earth 616, of course, and I like her quote here. She says, I watched this game from the sidelines for years, sound like Biggie Smalls. And yeah, I saw plenty of gross dudes get a leg up along the way. But now that I got my turn, I'm just here to raise some hell, make some money, and maybe a little payback along the way. I love that, man. I love that. Um, so how did she die? Interesting, right? You're like, wait, she died? Yeah, she died. She died. So check it out. Francine Fry was a New Yorker who was obsessed with supervillains as a form to escape from the real world. She was a regular accomplice of Electro. While on the run after having his powers tampered with by Otto Octavius, Electro went to Francine's apartment for shelter. Even though he warned her of his malfunctioning powers, Francine tried to get intimate with Max, claiming that she simply couldn't help it. It's that cologne, man. They eventually kissed, and Francine was accidentally fried, burnt to a crisp. I think they got a picture down here. Yeah, they do. All right. Yeah. Out of here. A little grainy. But I think they let me expand it up here. Zoom out. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So Max. Oh, this is him with no electroness going on. People, they got like the Sinister Six pictures in the background on the shelf. Like, yeah, this is the fam right here. So yeah, he kisses her and bam, tore up. Wow, she's crispy. Wow, that sucks. All right, so you have that. It says Francine was pulled by the energy discharge of the suit, and she kissed Electro in order to grow in power. She ended up absorbing all the power suit, but accidentally fried Electro in the process. Ooh, the Prowler, who had been sent to infiltrate the new U headquarters, revealed himself while trying to save Electro, and Francine was sent after him. She accidentally killed the Prowler during the chase, requiring the Jackal to bring him back to life. Fry was later given an Electro costume and took Dylan's place in the Jackal's plan. Wow. So yeah, there is a whole background going on with her. Let's check out some of her attributes and powers. I'm pretty sure it's, electrostatic energy generation. Francine possesses either similar or the same powers as the original Electro, which includes the generation of electrostatic energy, which she can release or harness for a number of effects. She also has lightning bolt projection. The simplest manifestation of her powers is the emission of a lightning-like electric arc from her fingertips, which could propagate through air or other conducting mediums. Abilities. Francine is a scrapbooker, an experienced user of social media. Sounds like a lot of us out here in these VV streets. Weakness is water. I see a spoiler coming up here, guys. Well, water is her weakness. Due to her lack of experience, she was easily defeated by Spider-Man in their first encounter. The Spider-Man exposed her to water, effectively knocking her out. Wow. Hilarious. Paraphernalia, transportation, riding electricity. That's it. Similarly to Max Dillon, Francine can use her powers to generate an electricity slide. She rides and propels from the ground. That's dope. Kind of like an Iceman type of effect. Trivia. Francine was a fan of Mary Jane Watson, specifically her work in Secret Hospital, which I think was it was like a soap opera or something she did. She was a practicing vegan. Okay, now they are fleshing out the character a little too much. Special shout out to Fro Akomi, because I saw this. Aliases, nicknames, Electrolina and Electra. So shout out to Fro. Oh man, I'm sure he does not like his girl having any competition name-wise or in any other way, shape, or form. So I thought that was a little funny. So let's check this out on eBay. So we're here on eBay. ASM 17. I don't know. Of course, he's trying to pull up the original. So I don't know if we'll be able to narrow it down nicely. Oh, we did. All right. I put in 2016 and that helped. So we can see our Alex Ross common cover here. It's going for $2.99. Of course, nothing crazy. This is a fairly modern book, only 9 years old, and of course they did nothing to develop this character since I believe so. I don't know. Well, here's our $15, what would you call it? Estimated value or whatever you want to call it. But here's our 15 for that common that we saw on Key Collector. I'm gonna go up here and add CGC and see if people decided to slab up what. All right, so another thing also. Let's go back to Key Collector real quick. One thing I forgot to check out, man. I wanted to see the 4 variants associated with the comic, right? That's what we got to see. Now, what is going on here? Okay, this is our same book, but looks like, okay, this is a Canadian variant. Wow, is that Stan Lee? Are you serious? Oh, that's fire, man. Damn, and it got Stan Lee's signature on it. Like, oh man, that sucks. You can't get that. That's fire. All right, let's see what else we got. We got another variant, but this is just black and white. Another variant. Not sure of the difference there. And this one we do have. So I don't know. Kind of curious now. Does that mean that? I mean, this doesn't seem to exist in real life. I mean, even though it's a variant by RB Silva, this I don't see in real life. This we saw, and this we see. So very interesting. I really don't know how to interpret this yet, because I didn't see any verbiage in the article that labeled these VV exclusive. So I don't think they are, but nonetheless, let's see what's going on here. CGC, we can see our rare right here going for 55 and a 9.8. Jeez, is this signed by Ross? Yeah, this is signed by Alex Ross and a 9.8. The common, that's going for 227. We got another variant here going for 67. Another signed one by Ross, 229. Wow, we had a couple of other variants. I'm not sure why Key Collector's not showing them all, but we had a beginner's variant here. Yeah, really interesting. I see a lot of variants, but we have to keep in mind some of these are not from the same year. One of the many things I don't like about some of our legacy characters, like how many resets are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Like Amazing Spider-Man every year is different. Amazing Spider-Man year almost. So. But there you have it, man. There's our price values. Nothing too insane, not breaking the bank in any way, shape, or form. I feel like at the end of the day, a secret rare, at least at minimum, is an exclusive. It seems like, because I don't see this anywhere on any market. I didn't see it in Key Collector. But if you guys know something I don't, let me know down below in the comments, man. But the question is, am I stacking or slacking on Amazing Spider-Man number 17? Well, let's break it down, guys. Let's break it down. Really, really love this cover right here. The common. This is a banger. Wow, it's the death of Prowler right there, but he gets resurrected. The rare, I like that. I already said that, right? Ultra rare, I like it. So I really don't have a problem with the covers at all. I am a sucker for Alex Ross art, so it is enticing me to at least go for the drop. But again, for me, I don't know if I had a lot of gems really to go for this drop. Would I? I might. Honestly, I might. I don't have a lot of gems on app right now, so I probably won't. But would I go for one if I could? I might. It's just with the current state we're at, and have been for a while. Honestly, is you don't go for the drop or you miss it for whatever reason, and then you look in the market. Sometimes you're sitting there like, well, if all I really wanted was the common, I'm kind of glad I didn't go for it, because now I can get like 2 or 3 commons for the price of one pull, in the store. But this type of drop and this type of comic just feels like, if I like the ultra rare, if I like the rare, I just have a feeling people are going to let them go for a really low price. And that's really what I want to do, is scoop these up, eliminate the risk on my side, and just target what I like. So depending on where the ultra rare falls, I might grab one of those. Definitely grabbing a rare though, and common. So I don't know about the secret rare. It's going to be interesting to see how many people even go for this drop, for this comic, and see how many secret rares get pulled versus how many actually end up on the market. Very interesting. This is a really interesting drop. So I don't know. I don't know how it's all going to shake out, but drops like this, I just tend to just sit back and let the chips fall where they may, and scoop up stuff along the way as we approach the 30 days. Because the further away we get from drops, the more people um, just get distracted by other things. And then if you keep your eye on the market, most of the time you see the prices keep going down, down, and down, and that's just because you know people are okay with walking away with 2 to 3 gems after spending 7. So that's just is what it is, right? That's where we're at nowadays. So me personally, I'm gonna be slacking on Amazing Spider-Man 17. But do let me know what you gonna do. I'll definitely want to know. And yeah, man, let me know which one of these 5 cover variants is your favorite, so I can enter you into the next Veve supported giveaway, man. Shout out Veve again, and also my man Walrus King for entering and winning, man. But yeah, that's it for me, man. Appreciate you guys sliding through. I will be back with another episode shortly because we do have another comic drop this week on Thursday. So look out. I'll be right back, man. But let me know what you guys are going to do, and let me know how you do on the drop if you go for it, man. But for now, your man Dokta Strange, all things strange, is out.
This is fresh.